Now, look, one thing happened today in Australian politics, and I'm not talking about Barnaby Joyce returning as leader of the National Party and as a result to the Deputy Prime Ministership. Here it is. What happened? Anthony Albanese cannot win the federal election. His pathway to the Lodge just got a whole lot harder. With Barnaby Joyce back in the upper echelons of the coalition leadership team, common sense will prevail. He'll be no pushover, and he'll ensure that Australia's sovereignty is stronger than ever. He's vocal on China. He's vocal on resisting this green religion and obsession over net zero carbon dioxide emissions. He's vocal on the need to build a coal-fired power plant and the need to allow nuclear energy. He's vocal on giving farmers a voice and helping them through times of drought, flood, and right now the wretched mice plague. He's vocal on building dams and harvesting water. And these stances are in line with mainstream Australia and empowering regional areas. Barnaby's back, and that means Albanese is out. Albanese's desperation was on full display in Question Time today. He was woeful. He opened up by asking the government who was the Deputy Prime Minister. Juvenile stuff, looking stupid. If McCormack took first prize for having no cut-through, the federal Labor leader finishes second. With questions like these in your one televised forum for the day, Question Time, what must Australians think of the opposition? But Albanese went further, wasting more time by moving two vexatious motions. He moved that standing orders be suspended due to the fact that Morrison promised, quote, stable government, and yet the Nationals have today changed their leader. Then he had another go at the end of Question Time, saying that the incoming Deputy Prime Minister has called the investment in renewables insane and that he wants nuclear energy plants built in the middle of towns. Albo, you've got to resort to this stuff, you're desperate. After this week, Parliament goes on a winter break. I know, good for some. But an election is on the horizon, and the alternative government, led by Albanese, thinks it's clever to suspend standing orders over Barnaby Joyce, a non-issue. With a parliamentary strategy like this, is it any wonder that Australian voters cringe at the thought of a Labor government? This is an opposition which fails time and time again to offer a reason to vote for them. Full credit to the National Party for finally waking up and changing leaders to give themselves and government a winning chance. The question is, when will Labor do the same?